Final minute of the first. The post guy just got to turn and shoot over the top. Derek Fisher rushed it up.
Like, I don't know why he broke.
Right. Fast, pops it out. Only front, Jimmy Sedley. And that's what I got. They got a great leaper. And he saw that Lamar Odom had the handle on it. So what he did, he veered over, got his body onto Odom and created the foul. This is going to be the 10th and 11th free throw attempts of the 87 in the first quarter. So he's been very aggressive getting to that line. Yes, the Lakers have been over the limit for some time. Aaron Dudley in game one was in immediate foul trouble facing Kobe. In game two, he bounced back 5 of 6 from the field, all 5 shots. In fact, 5 of 5 from beyond that 3-point line, 15 points, 5 rebounds, and he fouled out. And he was real careless in that third quarter when the Suns came back. Look for Kobe here to go for a quick 2-for-1. The Saws hit. Robinson just checked in. Came over with Prime. And the fouls on Robinson. But we talk about defense. You know, the first 2 games, obviously, 8 quarters played in those 2 games. The Lakers had 5 30-point quarters. And 129 already here tonight, so that's going to be 6 of 9. Beautiful setup. Flex assist number 4. He had a playoff career high 15 in game 2 in LA, and the Lakers have a 3-point lead. As time is running down out of this first quarter, Barbosa wants to fires it up from the court. I've sacrificed everything to get here. But I've never let my crust go unchecked. Grow your business with Rippling Wine. The new series available now in the store of the next experience. Is this you? Yeah, my new Rap 4. Do you think RAV stands for Rapid Entry Vehicle? Whoa, dude. I feel like it's a ridiculous acceleration vehicle. Isn't it a recreational activity vehicle? I guess it's a little anything you want. Oh yeah? What else you got? Toyota. Let's go first. For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. She's thinkers, risk takers, for the optimists, exhibitions, for long distance love, for the far-sighted, nearsighted, for introverts and extroverts, for the thinkers, and doers, trolls from the Coca-Cola, for everyone. Doug, who is writing Phil's material these days? He just sees Senator, it just comes to his mind. Can't help himself. Second quarter. On the floor, to the foul. The Violet, who left that to pick up. This is return and a potential Looking down the lane and dumps the ball. I don't know about the pitch here of the Phoenix Suns. They have got to make a contribution. It's going to be an offensive foul. Lauren Braga, who had just checked in, along with Jordan Farmar, got it fouled, and Braga's called for the push. And Brown with the finish. Another thing this season, people around the NBA were talking about the fact that the Phoenix Suns had dramatically improved at the defensive end. And you can see it from the numbers over the first two rounds of the playoffs, but they are being torn apart by the Lakers. Yeah, Mark, their personnel is so tough to defend. They can attack in so many different ways, and now all of a sudden this win from our Shannon Brown and Lamar Odom are playing terrific basketball. Robinson don't win this. Over Odom. The last possession, the Phoenix Suns went to zone. Let's see if they go back again. They showed some the other night. The Lakers scored the first three times they saw it. The Suns immediately got out of it, and here they are back in their zone once again. Kobe Bryant sitting down. Bill Brunson has a backcourt of Shannon Brown and Jordan Farmar. Bynum holding a test on the front line. Here's Farmar. He can shoot the ball well. He got it on double. Brown is going at Brown. Ball slapped away. Artest coming out with it. He has got quick, strong hands. It reminds me of Sarunas Marciulionis. He used to play for the Golden State Warriors. I thought he had the quickest, strongest hands in the NBA. Artest surrounded in the bad pass. Set it for Odom. Dudley comes out of the paint. 3-on-2. Good recovery here by the Lakers. Fly for three. He's been not. Foul is called on Artest. That's why Fry is either going to get to the free throw line or he's got to get a layup. The first four games of the Portland series in round one, he struggled dramatically. In game 5, his first 4 field goals were in the paint, either a couple layups or a dunk. Then he stepped out and got his 3-point going. It's like being a home run hitter and struck out 4 times and he's still swinging for the fences. Rocket is on. The Suns, in the midst of a drought, Fry is now 1 of 17 overall. Phoenix 1 for its last 10. So the Lakers have a 5-point lead. Started to say earlier, Phil Jackson telling us that he wasn't going to play the bench more minutes tonight because of the pattern of the series now every other day. He's looking to rest people. Might go deeper into the roster. Artest. They're not about cross. That's why Philly played 43 minutes here tonight because Phil knew they didn't play his end for almost 4 nights. So he could get Kobe all that rest. And far more important, the Lakers have been home for 12 straight days. So they've been in their training facilities. They've been resting. You've got your team doctors, treatment. You've got everything there at home. Guys go home. They're very comfortable. This is the first home game they played in 18 days. 12 of the last 13 here at home. Farmar on that foul. Second team foul committed by the Lakers. Defensive 3 is called on Odom, so a technical foul awarded the Suns. Now, like this, Channing Frye's got a chance now go to the line and see the ball go in the basket. Listen, I know I'm not trying to trivialize this, but this is an important free throw for him to step up and see this ball go in. 81% during the regular season. We talked about this earlier, the fact that a guy's an outside shooter. If he hits a layup, something is close, it helps the touch from deeper. Reggie Miller was the best at that. He'd run for a layup early in the game and get to the foul line. Here's the foul. But has some strength to be able to finish with that big man. Andrew Bynum coming down on top of you. How about the defense on this goal? It creates the confidence to spin up the glass. And you know what? So much has been made about the Lakers being playing well, and they have. I think it's been lost that the Phoenix Suns have come in and played well. They've been behind when they've come in. A lot of times they have caught up. It's their starters who have dug them holes in the first quarter that they have tried to play out of. 3-point play for Dragic. We saw Bynum leave as he picked up a third foul. Gasol back down the floor. This summer will be no different. I thought it was me. Yes, Mr. Brad. I think it's Mr. Brad's cheeseburgers, but either way. In Texas, we are 110 days away from Ohio State and Michigan. Remember Ohio State finally getting over that bugaboo? They lost 4 in a row. And Tucker Kraft is returning. And then just the receivers, that's change up guard. They're not gonna have the same success you. Fortunately, trailing by only 3 points. So they've done a good job here defensively, finally getting the Lakers slowed down a little bit. This zone has knocked them out of the rhythm. Another turnover here by the Lakers. I think that's executed fabulously. Dances. Decision comes after property owners sued the city claiming the controversial tax unfairly burdened them. For now, the city has to take down the public tax roll and they can't issue any additional notices. The city has appealed the ruling. The next hearing is scheduled for on June 1st. Federal charges are being brought against the captain of the boat that capsized in New York Harbor Saturday. A 27-year-old mother and her 5-month-old child were both killed. Manuel Hernandez facing 2 federal counts of misconduct and neglect by a ship officer, resulting in death. He was released on $50,000 bond. He's due back in court next month. Mayor Mamdani joins the push for the City Council to pass the Delivery Protection Act. The legislation would force corporations like Amazon to hire so-called last-mile delivery workers who are actually employed by subcontractors. The mayor says those contractors tend to be less paid and receive fewer benefits than delivery workers, and supporters want a City Council vote within 2 months. Somebody's flying around in a spaceship that workers that come to work for them can't afford to buy a home in this entire country anyway. Unions say Amazon spent $5 million opposing the bill. Amazon claims it could raise costs and cut delivery jobs. Okay, now to list of 6, we look at some unique stories that are trending tonight and have us talking. Audrey joins us now. Hi, we've been talking about these shark sightings that have been increasing around our coast, the Jersey Shore specifically, right? So now there's a mayor in New Jersey, and it's the mayor of Bayhead, and he's speaking out, and he's saying that a lot of fishermen are chumming. So 150 feet away from the shore, they're using drones to drop really bloody bait into the waters, and he's worried that this is going to create a Jaws-like situation, attracting bull sharks and tiger sharks, and so chumming is not illegal, but he is just raising the red flag, saying, this is an issue. It's irresponsible. And I know that chumming is being done at night, so that's the fisherman's argument, that they're doing it at night when the swimmers tend to be away from the beaches. But I would think that the sharks do they really know if it's day or night? They may be lingering, thinking, is there any bait around during daytime hours? And that's when swimmers are there. It can be really scary, especially with the fact that we're seeing more sightings too. Right, and no one's been attacked yet, we should say. No one's been attacked. That won't happen. Yeah, for sure. Okay, a boat tour in Botswana. They were being actively pursued and attacked by a very angry hippo. So as they started accelerating, the hippo starts charging. I mean, hippos are fierce predators out there, very territorial. Was it angry? Oh, I saw this. I thought it was just having fun. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell, but I don't know. It doesn't look very happy because it was actively chasing the boat, and they're known to be territorial. Okay. And it's among the 10 top deadly animals to humans. Well, we don't think it probably wanted to play with the humans, but we don't want to wait and find out. No. But it's quite the story to tell after a boat tour in Botswana. Okay, Canadian flight had to be canceled because a toddler refused to put on their seatbelt. I heard about this one. Yeah, so this happened last week. They were getting ready to take off, and the toddler was just not sitting in the seat, wouldn't put the seatbelt on. They had to deplane everybody, and because it was so late at night, they couldn't get them out, and so everyone had to rebook the next morning. They didn't give an age. I never heard how old the kid was. It's a toddler.
Yeah, I don't. How 4 years old. Max is telling me at 4 years old. Yeah. So what do you do? I have three. Okay, I have three kids. I mean, they're older now, but I did take each of them on a spring break trip between the ages of like 1.5 and 4. The purpose of the trip for each of them when I took them was to teach them how to fly. So plane etiquette. Yeah, so plane etiquette, restaurant etiquette, hotel etiquette. Like that was the purpose of the spring break trip. Okay, you're a good mom. You need to teach whoever was the mom there. Good. To figure that one out. Okay, a Manhattan team is going above and beyond to help young athletes achieve their goals. Coming up next, we're going to introduce you to a high school senior who works in a nonprofit that is providing free sports training to kids.
Line 9, brought to you by Morgan & Morgan. All law firms are not the same. There's only one Morgan & Morgan.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. We built this firm to be everywhere for everyone. We built this firm for you. Today, we have over 1,100 lawyers across all 50 states, a staff of 7,000. So there is someone there for you 24/7. When you're hurting, it shouldn't be a matter of where you live. You deserve someone to fight for you. When you need us, our firm will be there. There's only one Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com.
Real strength isn't pushing through pain. It's treating it. When there's no pain, there's more gain. Advil Liquid Gel's target pain caused by inflammation for fast, strong relief. Advil, that's real strength.
On the Jennifer Hudson Show, there's a lot to love. Did it hit your spirit? Right in the shot or not? The ticket starts. Inspiring stories. I hope y'all feel the love.
Weekdays at 3 on My 9. Advil Liquid Gel's target pain caused by inflammation. They're faster, stronger, they're lasting than Tylenol rapid release gels to power through tough pain. Advil, that's real strength.
What left you to do that?
When you got something that is this bad, somebody's got to pay a deadline. Wednesdays at 9 on My 9.
Welcome back. Harry Honig wants to help all kids feel like they belong, and he believes one way to do this is through sports. The 17-year-old from the Upper East Side founded Together Sports, a nonprofit that provides free training to young athletes no matter their skill level or background. And earlier this summer, Together Sports did some coaching at schools and orphanages in Thailand. Harry joins me now to tell me more about the work you do. Thank you so much for joining me. This is fantastic. Tell me a little bit about why you decided to start this nonprofit back when you were just a sophomore.
Yeah, it started with my coach, Daniel Davis. He coached me for years at the Harlem Junior Tennis Education Program. He believed that every kid deserved access to sports no matter whether they could pay for it or not. He unfortunately passed away in 2020, and since then I realized I should make a bigger impact in my community, not just winning tennis matches, but being what he was to me, a coach, and coaching underprivileged communities. And since then, it grew from one-on-one coaching, just tennis in the Bronx, to coaching over 5 sports and over a dozen chapters.
It's fantastic. What is it about like tennis and sports that really can break barriers and help people connect?
There's a lot of stress that goes on outside of sports, school, family. But, when you step on the court, all that can, silence. Just have fun, get out there, do some exercise and just connect with people. They call it team chemistry for a reason, and that's kind of the chemistry we try to build with Together Sports, the kids we coach.
What is your goal with this organization?
My goal is to make everyone who is a part of it feel like they belong. Make everyone in the world really feel like they belong and they can play a sport, whether you're good at it or not, whether it's your first time or you've been playing it for, get on the court and do it.
I see that you were out in Thailand doing work with the organization. Is there a story that really stuck with you where you thought, wow, I'm really making a difference?
Yeah, it was mostly like, my school really values, my high school Ramaz, they really value giving back to the community and being there with, the students that we've been drilled with, community service, giving back to the community since we were just really young. And now those students became volunteers. Yeah. And they go with me to Thailand to coach, and that really stuck with me. And the kids that we helped, even though they're on the other side of the world, they really proved they're not unreachable. We just say they are because they're so far away. And that's really what stuck me, that people could do that.
And in a lot of ways, right, you don't need language to connect because sports is a lot of ways unspoken.
Yes, exactly. Sports became a language there.
That's amazing. How do you balance if you're in school and you're also doing a nonprofit, which is a lot of work? How do you balance the two?
It's hard, but I don't do it alone. I have amazing coaches, amazing volunteers who do it when I can't be there. When I can't be there, they go and they coach. And the stuff that I could do, outreach, emailing people, talking to parents, I can do that on my laptop doing classes. But my other coaches, they really make it all much easier, and I couldn't really do without them, the people mentoring me.
What do you think your mentor, the one that passed and you just
Yes.
mentioned, what do you think he would say today if he knew the work that you're doing?
I think he'd just be really, really proud of me. You know, it's what he did for me is exactly what I'm doing for these kids. I just really think he'd be proud of me, and just happy that I not only am still playing competitively a little bit, but you know, being that coach for other kids.
That's amazing. How can people get involved and be part of this?
Everyone, you can find everything on our website, togethersports.org.
Mm-hmm.
There you can sign up for programs. You could get involved in many ways, learn more about our mission. So yeah, just check it out there. And you know, if there's a wait list, we reach out to you guys right away. But yeah, sign up for programs, get involved in any way possible. It's all there on the website.
Is there something exciting coming up that you're looking forward to?
We just have, you know, a lot of programs coming up, and we really want to do like a big group thing. Hopefully I can go to one of the other chapters in Florida maybe. But you know, within New York City, we just always want people to come to our programs. And all the programs that we host on the weekends, we just want more people there. Nothing big coming up, but we just want, you know, to meet more kids. We want more kids to get involved in programming so that we can have a really good, strong group going into the next school year.
I love the work you're doing, Harry. Thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you.
And Audrey's up next with another check of the forecast and caught on camera. The moment a soccer goal celebration goes wrong when a player jumps for joy and falls down a hole. We'll explain. On my podcast, Talking with Natasha Takes tomorrow, I'll be sitting down with the psychologist, Dr. Sabrina Romanoff. She's a friend of the podcast, and we're going to talk about tempting relationship and friendship topics. So I want to hear from you. If you've got a question that you want to ask her, scan the QR code on your screen, then join us live tomorrow, 3 p.m. on Fox Local and YouTube to see if your question made it and see what the doctor has to say. Any question, ask me, and I will ask Sabrina. We'll be right back.
What is Spectrum Internet? It's secure internet for you and your family.
Keep you keep like us, safe online.
It's everything you want it to be. Switch today at spectrum.com.
No running. Having a merman as a lifeguard, that's a power move. Hiring America's largest injury law firm for your injury, that's also a power move. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Did you know that I'm a highly celebrated surgeon, vastly overqualified for this job?
Dr. Best sucks.
The level of stupidity in this town can never be overestimated.
Being kind and neighborly. What is actually stupidity?
I am a blood phobia. My entire medical career is in jeopardy.
You're one of us, and you belong here. At Spectrum, we believe you shouldn't have to choose between speed, reliability, and value. That's why Spectrum fiber-powered internet gives you all three for just $40 a month. Call now or go online.
Name something you do while you're working out and make it look.
I'll push myself. Come on.
Yeah, review.
Weeknights 5 to 8 p.m. on My 9.
Dennis, Dennis is around, Dennis is around, the ball back in.
Wow, caught on camera, Brazilian soccer player jumping for joy after scoring, ended up jumping into a tunnel. Look at that, he leaped over the advertising signs, couldn't see the steps into the basement of the stadium on the other side. That's terrible. He was injured during the play. The worst part, replay determined he was offside and the goal was overturned. Oh, that's a tough one. New Jersey's Bayonne Little Leaguers are one step closer to punching their ticket to the Little League World Series. They scored 4 runs in the first inning and never looked back, beating Long Island's Port Washington Little Leaguers 12 this afternoon and the metro region they own will now play in the championship game this Friday, and a win will send them to Williamsport. We are rooting for them. And Audrey's up next with another check of the forecast. Audrey, hopefully it won't be raining wherever they're playing.
Hopefully not. Yeah, we are watching a lot of showers that are still moving eastward here, racing across Long Island now. So we're starting to see marked improvement across New Jersey, the Hudson Valley, and the 5 boroughs of New York City. But we still have a ways to go here across Long Island. We're getting some downpours and some cloudy ground lightning, especially across Fire Island here. And we got rain across Lyndhurst, West Babylon, now heading for Bayshore and Brentwood. Dix Hill getting into some downpours here. Melville conditions are improving for you, as well as Hicksville and Huntington. But further north we go, over towards East Northport, where it's pouring right now. Things will be gradually improved there as this line heads eastward here towards Comac and Smithtown. You'll get into the rain very shortly. Across the south we go, up towards Fairfield County, where things are improving here. It was pouring near Danbury earlier, but now the cell has kind of weakened and moved eastward here towards Seymour and as well as Shelton. It's still kind of wet on the Merritt Parkway at 95, so if that's your commute home, be aware that you could slow it down with some wet roadways. But it looks like the most intense storms have kind of lost their punch eastward, and things will gradually improve as we move further along through the evening. So long ago, it's really impressive earlier, but now it's weakening as it moves eastward. But we still have some stronger storms clipping southern portions of New Jersey and heading down towards Washington, D.C. and Baltimore. So let's talk temperatures. Well, they've come down quite a bit because now in Central Park right now, 76 in Newark, 72 in Sussex, 70 in Monticello and Poughkeepsie, still at 80 in Bridgeport, 81 in Islip, and at 77 in East Hampton, with Belmar checking in at a warmer 86. Dew points are still holding on to that humidity, reflecting it in the 60s and lower 70s, so it still feels quite muggy, even though the air temperature has come down a bit. It will still feel quite humid as we go through the rest of the evening here. We have a cold front in our vicinity, but that's not going to sweep through until tonight, and that will take the rain along with it. The winds are relatively light, they should say that way for the rest of the evening. So here comes the front. We spot shower as we go through the rest of the evening. Here we are at about 10 o'clock. We still have some rain across areas south of 195 in New Jersey. Again, a pop-up shower in the Hudson Valley. The front is still in our vicinity. Out ahead of it, we still have that humidity building, so it's still going to feel quite uncomfortable. Then tomorrow morning, the front kind of sags to our south. We'll have some clouds in and out of the picture region for Tuesday, and we'll start off the morning with a couple of pop-up showers, but I don't think we're going to see a widespread rain for Tuesday. There's still a threat of a couple of isolated showers in the city. I think across Long Island and Connecticut, we could get a quick downpour or two. High pressure is going to work in behind the front, and that's actually going to set us up for a really nice Wednesday. We could get a couple of showers overnight Tuesday, an early shower on Wednesday, but once the front pressure works in here, setting us up for a really nice Wednesday. Now we still have a final vicinity here. That's going to lift a little further to the north on Thursday, and that could spark off a couple of scattered showers on Thursday. But other than that, we're looking ahead to a really nice end to the week with much drier weather coming in here and feeling especially comfortable as we go into Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Again, look at Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. High temperatures in the low 80s, but what you really notice is the big drop in humidity. Natasha, over to you.
Hey, Audrey, thank you. Toy Maker Mattel honoring the legacy of Whitney Houston. The brand new Barbie doll just paying tribute to the pop icon.
When some people open that door, you see that face you made?
What is special here? It's the cute internet for you. It's everything you want to do. This today at Spectrum.com.
1 in 3. Those are the odds of carrying you have cancer.
Cancer diagnosis isn't rare, but a network like Hackensack Meridian Health is.
They treated my breast cancer and my future.
They gave my mom whatever's couldn't. Cancer is all too common, but it's the carrier that
And it's making all the difference
on me.
I'm Ursula Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Our firm has always been about family, and every case we take on is personal because we know what's at stake for yours. Dollars recovered for families across America. I'm proud of our reputation and the trust we've earned. This firm is a family fighting for yours. And we're just getting started. There's only one Morgan & Morgan for the people and your family.
At Spectrum, we believe you shouldn't have to choose between speed, reliability, and value. That's why Spectrum fiber-powered internet gives you all three for just $40 a month. Call now or go online.
Every minute counts in the morning to get useful and important news on Good Day. Weekdays 4:30 to 10 a.m. on Fox 9. Streaming free on Fox Local.
Well, Matt, how are you? $4 billion leading the way classically with Spider-Man for every day. It raked in over $144 million and has earned nearly $1.7 billion in worldwide ticket sales in just a week and a half. The Odyssey is also still going strong. It pulled in another $31.5 million this weekend. It finished in second place. The film also crossed the $1 billion mark and is now director Christopher Nolan's highest-grossing movie ever. A real-life Freddy Fazbear's Pizza from the horror film and video game Five Nights at Freddy's is coming to New Jersey. It's described as a hipster, exciting and participate in survival horror multiplayer game experiences. The restaurant is going to open at American Dream Mall in East Rutherford next year. Well, Whitney Houston is getting the Barbie treatment. Barbie, dedicated to the music icon, was released yesterday on what would have been Houston's 63rd birthday. The doll recreates her iconic look from the 1987 music video for I Want to Dance with Somebody, including her dress, earrings, curls, and a microphone. The collector doll is now on sale for $60. Well, we